The two Koreas are marking 70 years since the start of the Korean War. During that time, Busan, South Korea's second largest city, became home to millions of refugees. Many wanted to flee as far south as they could, as Lim Yun-suk explains.
In the center of Busan, high up on the hill, is Amigdong. During the Japanese occupation of Korea, this place was a cemetery for the Japanese. Today, it's known as the Tombstone Village, and its residents are no longer the dead. During the Korean War, refugees made the cemetery their home. The walls and the foundation of the houses were all made from tombstones, since there were no other construction materials available at the time.
피라미드를 와가지고 살 데가 없으니까 제가 지금 복개촌에 그게 복개 안 할 때 다리 밑에 조용히 샀다 하니까 그 가마대기 해놓고 그러다가 이제 산동네 와가지고 모두 다 그 무덤이 이제 인자가 없어지니까 빚을 밀어보고 이 담은 놔놓고 그따다 이렇게 해가지고 그냥 자리 깔아놓고 막 가마에 깔아놓고 살은 거지 뭐.
The very first place where she lived with her mother and other cousins was higher up the hill, she says. Everyone was cramped in one very small room, and times were tough.
그때는 뭐 식구 많은 대로 다 막 이리 자고 저리 찡기 자고 막 자다가 화장실에 갔다 오면 자리 없다고 우는 아들이 있어 그냥. 그러고 막 문이 없으니까 엄마 밥 하면 막 누가 있으면 막 연기가 나가지고 기침이 나고 막 눈이 막 아이고 그래갖고 막 시내 가서 물 한도 도랗게 얻어오고 막 빨래 씻을 때는 이렇게 다리거리를 하는 데가 있어. 다리거리고 물 나오는데 그거까지 이고 가서 씻고.
Like Amigdong, there were many other refugee villages during the war. Back then, Busan had a population of slightly more than 800,000, but that nearly doubled during the conflict. And space was hard to find. And so refugees climbed higher and higher, anywhere they could find a place to build shelters. Because to them, finding shelter and food were most important. The thought of living with the dead was not an issue for many of them, like this other place in Busan. Now I'm here looking for graves because I'm told that there were lots of graves here where the villagers lived, and many of the villagers were refugees from the Korean War. And so I'm here looking for graves, and I'm told that this is one of them. People have now moved out to make way for high-rise buildings. But there are some that have remained in other parts of the city, attracting visitors from home and abroad. Although these days, because of COVID-19, many of the shops and restaurants remain closed. Tourists can also learn about how the southern port city of Busan was the wartime capital, and how it was used by then-President Lee Seung-man as he ran state affairs here during the three-year conflict. Although 70 years have passed, many people say they are thankful to the American soldiers who fought alongside South Korea during the war. Under the UN command, which was led by the US, South Korea was able to push North Korea back to the northern side of the Korean peninsula. Today, former refugees remain separated from the loved ones who they left behind in North Korea. They had thought the conflict would end soon, but it never did. Lim Yun-suk, CNA, Busan, South Korea.